Hi everyone, in this video I'm going to begin to show you how to perform some pretty standard operations within matrices. Before we really get started, I have these four matrices here. What might be helpful is if you want to write them down, because we'll be using these for a lot of this video. I may have some different ones, but I know the first couple slides involve these. So just so you have something to reference later on. But as you're doing that, you see how it says A equals and B equals and C equals. So we generally refer to a matrix as A or B with a capital letter. So that way we don't have to say the 2x3 matrix with entries 4, 2, -1, 6, 7, 3. It gets very long, obviously, and quite annoying. So we just say matrix A, matrix B, C, D, just like functions where we had f of x and g of x and stuff like that. So we'll talk about how we can determine when to be able to perform these operations in this lesson, as well as knowing how they work. So one of the first things is knowing how to either add or subtract. Now I have a lot of subtraction here, but the rule stays exactly the same. In order to add or subtract a matrix, they have to have the same exact dimensions. So if you remember in our previous video, we talked about how to classify matrices. So let's look at the four that's in front of us. So matrix A is a 2x3. Matrix B is also a 2x3. Matrix C is a 2x2. And matrix D is a 2x2. So in order to perform any addition or subtraction operation, they have to be exactly the same. So what that means is, in my first example, A plus B, since A and B are exactly the same, we can actually do this operation. And so the way that we do it, just like how I showed you in the previous one with matrix sort of analysis, you just line them up cell by cell. So 4 plus 0 is 4. 2 plus -2 is 0. -1 plus -10 is -11. Might run out of colors here. 6 plus 19 is 25. Let's see. Oh, I've got a darker green. 7. Ooh, that's not what I wanted to do. 7 and 2 gets me 9. Let's see, do we have an orange to round this one out? Oh, we got a pink. Oh, there's orange. And 3 and -6 together gets me -3. So likewise, if I want to do B minus A, I got to do the same thing. But as you can tell, I'm going to go in reverse and I'm going to subtract them. So good thing they're already color organized, so I'm going to keep them that way. 0 minus 4 is -4. -2 minus 2, another -4. -10 minus -1 is -9. So just be careful. I am doing these sort of operations in my head. 19 minus 6 is 13. 2 minus 7 is -5. And -6 minus 3 is -9. So with addition and subtraction, you can see, right, we just kind of perform the operations. The good news with matrix multiplication and addition and subtraction is if you were to take A plus B, that's the same as B plus A. So just like standard addition where 2 plus 3 equals 3 plus 2, that is also the case for matrix addition and subtraction. So we did this one, but now let's look here, C minus B. Since these do not line up, we actually cannot perform that operation. So, just being careful with what operations we can perform, that's it. And that would be the end of that problem. Now let's look at the next one here. Let's get some different colors. So D minus C. So again, let's line them up by colors. I think that tends to be pretty helpful, especially the first time that we do this. So I've sort of lined up the cells based on the colors. It's weird, they normally match. Okay, so if I do D minus C first, so -4 minus 0 is -4. This was purple. 9 minus 18 is -9. -2 minus 9 is -11. And 3 minus -5, so that's going to be a plus. That gets me 8. Okay, so. And now if I do C minus D, so again, we're going to do it this way. So now I go the other way. 0 minus negative 4, that's a positive 4. 18 minus 9 is positive 9. 9 minus negative 2 is 11. And negative 5 minus 3 is negative 8. So one interesting thing here with addition, or subtraction I should say, if you noticed that C minus D is actually just the negative version of D minus C, which actually makes sense if you think about distributing your negative and just changing your operation around. The other part I want to show you is scalars. This is pretty much the same thing. So here's the A matrix. If I want to find 2A, I literally just double everything. So scalars work just like distribution. So you just distribute to everything. So just think of every single one of these cells getting individually multiplied with 2. So I could perform an operation, 3A minus 2B. What I would actually recommend, instead of doing it all at once, first find 3A. Maybe I'll do it here. So this would be 12, 6, negative 3, 18, 21, 9, and find 2B. 0, negative 4, negative 20, 38, 4, negative 12, and now perform just the operation. I'm not going to use another set of colors just because it takes me a little bit too long to do that, but now that I have 3A and 2B, I can just subtract the individual cells again. So 12 minus 0 is 12, 6 minus negative 4 is 10, negative 3 minus negative 20 is positive 17, 10 minus 38 is negative 28, 21 minus 4 is 17, and 12 minus negative 9 minus negative 12 is positive 21. So that would be the full matrix. Now again, you could do it a different way if you wanted to, but I really think it's easier to quickly multiply them out first and then actually just perform the operation. So here's another little exercise if you wanted to try this. So I'm going to kind of, again, quickly do this. Pretty sure I did that right. That one you may want to just double check on me on. I don't have a calculator in front of me. Negative 6 and 9, 3D. And so since I'm doing, man, I really like subtraction in these problems, don't I? Positive 12. This would be negative. This would be positive 99. This would be positive 69, and this would be negative 44. Okay, like I said, just double check me with that one, but anyway, I think it's pretty clear, like that's what we're doing. And so finally, if I want to add like terms, something like this looks really complicated, but if I really, again, I'm going to go back to the color system here. Think about just adding them in groups of color. I mean, all I'm really doing is combining like terms in each individual cell. So the first one, negative 3x minus 5x is negative 2x. The y stays. 2x plus x is 3x plus 4y. Negative 4x cancels out here. 2y cancels out here. So actually this is 0. And negative 4, and then the 5y's come together to make 10y. So it's just a matter of, finding the cells and putting them together. I hope that was helpful to understand how to perform matrix addition, subtraction, and scalar operations. And in the next one, we'll start doing multiplication. Hope that was helpful. Go back and look at anything else you might need, and I'll see you in the next one.